Everything on each one of these laptops is completely legal, all around the world. So each laptop is showing, for the most part, different animals and how they're treated. So have you ever seen any kind of footage like this?
I have honestly tried to avoid watching the videos, but I mean, I understand obviously it's horrible for sure.
I completely understand that, and part of the reason why it's so horrible is because I feel like truthfully inside of our hearts we all have empathy for these animals. They're individuals just like us, and they feel, and the way that they're treating them is just it's really wrong. Do you like, what kind of food choices do you make? Do you try to stay away from animal products?
No, I'm not a vegetarian, so I haven't thought about the background, what's happened obviously when I'm having steak or chicken. I know that being vegetarian is also a healthy lifestyle. I've been trying to jump on the vegetarian lane completely, but again, I'm gonna admit that I haven't fully paid attention to this. It was not, it's just so normal that you go and get burger every day that you don't think about all the from point A to B, what happened.
Yeah, I totally respect your honesty, and myself and everyone here in this cube and all around is vegan.
Okay.
So we don't consume any animal products. That includes chicken eggs
because of just your beliefs. Basically.
Well, truthfully, it's from the facts. So everything that comes from an animal comes from a suffering animal. There's no way to get eggs humanely. There's no way to get milk humanely, because these animals, they make the milk and they make these eggs for themselves and for their babies. For example, over here you can see these chickens. These are cage-free hens.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow.
So, also that's misleading. The labels are not truthful. I mean, they might be cage-free, but they're in a shed on top of each other, just packed as tightly as can be.
Where
because
are these places?
really they're all over. I think this one is in the US.
Cambridgeshire. That sounds like England. Anyway.
Oh, maybe that's that, well, they're all around the world. So really what we're out here to do is to educate people that, from a steak to an egg to a glass of milk to a lamb chop, it's really all the same thing. Really, the industry is the industry, and the people who own these businesses, they don't care about what happens to these animals. It's all about the money. And honestly, they don't even care about what happens to the consumer, because these products, consuming the flesh of these animals, is not good for our health. And there have been thousands of studies that prove that. And so, just the amount of evidence and factual information that points to veganism is just so just huge. There's just a plethora of information out there. So
what do you replace? What are your food choices? I feel like when I'm hungry, just eating salad is not enough for me. Do you think this is a misconception?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I don't even like salad that much.
What do you eat?
So I like rice and beans a lot, potatoes. I mean, carbs are good for you. I mean, that's also another misconception, that carbs are bad for you. Carbs are good for you. Our bodies run off of carbs. So, what else? For meat replacements, I like tofu, and I did not like tofu in the beginning. I hated tofu. It took me about a year of being vegan to actually, my taste buds adjusted and I started to like tofu.
Do you also feel that, so you were not vegan in the beginning, you basically, do you kind of feel any difference in your level of energy? Or I feel so good. I feel so energized. I've noticed my teeth are whiter. I just don't feel so sluggish. After I eat, I feel like I can run, or just I'm not sluggish really is the word that I don't feel anymore. That would be the best word for that. But also, I've lost weight. I've never been a bigger person, but I lost 15 pounds, and I wasn't even trying, I'm not the healthiest person. I probably should be healthier with a whole foods plant-based diet, but right now I'm still, I'm a teacher and I don't have
that much time. So I still do like, vegan ready meals, stuff like that. So there are tons of resources out there, and there is vegan ramen, there's vegan meat, there's vegan sausage, there's Beyond Burgers, there's chickenless patties. So you can really eat you can experience all the same flavors of those foods that you mentioned without having to cause suffering to someone and kill someone and take someone's baby. And this is upsetting to watch, and I know a lot of people are like, oh man, I don't even want to look at that, and I understand that. A lot of times I don't want to look at it either, but the truth of the matter is that this happens whether or not you and I are looking at it. And this is a direct reaction or a direct effect of people choosing to eat their flesh. It's like it's simple economics, supply and demand. If the consumers want it, the businesses are going to supply it. So, a lot of times people say, I'm just one person, so what can I do? But each one of us has the choice and the power to influence these industries and say, yes, I do want to pay for that. Here's my vote. Here's my dollar. Or no, I don't want to pay for that. I don't agree with that, and I'm going to choose something else. That's just as good, really. I mean, I really don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. If anything, I feel fulfilled.
I used to drink coffee a lot, and then I switched to water, and it's not like I want to grab a coffee. I enjoy really drinking water. I feel like I miss it. Just your body just get used to the new system after a while.
And that's the best thing. When you do good to yourself, it does good to others too. Like, it does good for the whole planet. Like, our planet right now is in the midst of the sixth mass extinction.
This is so bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. I completely understand your feelings right now. It is crazy. That's why we're all out here.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
The work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
My name is Amir.
Amir, I'm Selena.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming over here.
Absolutely.
So here's a list of resources that we have. If you like watching documentaries, I highly, highly, highly suggest Cowspiracy. That one film made me vegan overnight.
Awesome.
And my boyfriend as well. And he was a meat eater. I was a vegetarian at the time, but we both went vegan after watching that film. What the Health is a super great documentary for just the health aspects of it all. Cowspiracy is more the environment,
the factual information
about what's happening to our planet, and then Earthlings is the ethics. It's the footage of what happens to these animals on their day-to-day lives and how they're exploited and the extent of how much they suffer. Another great resource, a free resource actually, is this 22 days of full support vegan22.com. And that's a 22-day challenge where you vow to go vegan, and you have a free mentor that helps you with, picking food and, just changing your choices.
So once you became vegan, you joined did you actually create this organization from the get-go, or you volunteer?
I volunteer. I'm actually part of the group. So him right there, Luis, and Chris over here, this guy, they are our organizers. So they help organize all these events, and it's really just a community of vegans. And honestly, our numbers are growing. We are really starting to become a popular group. We're still a minority, of course, but we're still, over time, we're growing bigger and bigger because people are waking up and seeing, this is the truth of what's happening. So I was probably vegan for 2 months before I decided, I can't take this anymore. I have to go on my roof and scream to everyone why we should go vegan, because there's never-ending plethora of information of why, the reasons are just endless. There's no reason to not be vegan. So because of that passion within me, I started looking for activism groups, and this is my heart. This is my passion.
I definitely will watch those documentaries.
Awesome, Amir.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be vegan tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna drop slowly, try to work it out, and eventually, don't eat any meat at all. I need to spend more time, but I would definitely want to eat less in the week, not just once. And then after a while, I probably would say, it doesn't hurt completely, be vegan.
And it really really doesn't.
I'll try my best to, I really appreciate.
Awesome, yes.
Your information.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. If veganism is the goal, that's awesome. And I just challenge you to remember that every single, even if it's just once a week, it still is exactly this. So,
your decision was overnight, right? You were vegan. Maybe I should watch the documentary.
Yeah,
you did a great job.
You should do it tonight.
I'm not saying that I'm not convinced by
Thank you.
Yeah, it's maybe I'll become vegan tomorrow morning. I don't know.
Oh man. Well, if you do,
create a perception that I'm vegan right now.
And I know it seems. I know it seems like a big feat, but it really isn't. It's something as simple as instead of grabbing this milk, grab this milk. We really are in the same sections of this grocery store. It's this meat or it's 1 foot away this meat. So I think you can do it. I think you can do it.
It's not very difficult.
I know you can do it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.